So that's that parable, the one on the stony places. You're going to endure for a little bit, right up until it's time to take that microchip, and then you're going to fold. You're going to take the mark of the beast and make that allegiance to the devil, Esau, Edom, the wicked one. Let's go see what this says over here in it says, O Ephraim, Hosea 6:4. O Ephraim, what shall I do unto thee? O Judah, what shall I do unto thee? For your goodness is as a morning cloud, and as the early dew it goeth away. Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets, I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth. You see, so that's mainly the majority of Israel, 2/3. You're gonna be like a cloud in the morning and gone by the afternoon. That's how that's comparing to that parable in Matthew 13. You may have some truth. You may hear it in the morning, and then in the afternoon you're being a fucking spick or a nigga, a heathen. You forget your foundation, because you don't have a foundation. Verse. Let's go to verse. Where am I at? 22. He also that receives seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and becometh unfruitful. Let's go to 1 Timothy to get a deeper understanding. 6 and 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. All right, so this one's comparing to a rich man, somebody who has a lot of material things, a lot of money, Maybe you've heard the truth, but hey, that all of those temptations that come forth with having money and and all these material things, that's just too much for you to overcome, and you become unfruitful with this truth. So you're like the thorns. You're like the seed that was scattered among the thorns. Those thorns grow and they just choke you. You all your riches, and you may have a lot of wicked women because of your riches. You may have a lot of friends who are wicked because of your riches. Because poor people don't have a lot of friends. It's the rich that everybody wants to be their friend. And those things, in the end, will be your downfall. That's what that thorn that's choking you. And then finally you get to the verse 23. It says, but he that receiveth seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit and bringeth forth some 100-fold, some 60, and some 30. You see what I'm saying? This is where you want to be. You want to be this last parable, the one who's received seed into the good ground. You hear the word and you understand it, and you're going to bear fruit from that. Why? Because you're going to teach. When you can understand something, you go and teach it. If you can't understand something, how are you going to teach it? But it's Yahweh at the end of the day who gives you that knowledge and that understanding, And with what do you do with that truth and that knowledge that you understand. You go and you bear fruit, meaning you teach. It says, and beareth fruit, and bringeth forth some 100-fold, and some 60, and some 30. You see what I'm saying? So now, hey, you may have, thousands of viewers on your channel, like the elders. You may have hundreds. You may have 50. You may have in the teens, people that are watching your videos that you're teaching. But hey, you're at least you're teaching, you're doing the work, you're feeding the flock. And you're bearing fruit with that knowledge and that teaching. So that's why we do these videos, And like I said, man, it's going to be a famine of the word soon where we won't be able to watch each other's videos. All we're going to have is our Bibles, So that's the parable, though, of that sower. So, you heard this saying, you reap what you sow. Well, that's couldn't be more true in this for Matthew chapter 13. You reap what you sow. If you're planting seeds and you're diligent and you're out there doing the work, and like I said, now we may not be able to go out, but we went out up until the time we could, And when you look at it, hey, all the work we do is really short affliction, short time compared to the glory that we're going to receive, So with that, just keep enduring, brothers. Keep staying in the word, staying on fire. Staying, keep watching the videos until we can. And really, watch these videos more now that we're in these lockdowns, Because, like I said, there's going to be a famine of the word. You won't be able to watch the brothers' videos soon. So this is the time you want to really use to gather this oil, this wisdom, all right? But with that, I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ha-Rakah-Kodash. I want to give double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing this truth in sincerity on these videos. And, like I said, we may not be able to be on the streets of Babylon come next weekend. All right. Shalom to the elect.